Welcome everyone to the final session of InMobi's 2022 APAC Gaming Summit. My name is Srishna and I head Integrated Marketing for APAC at InMobi, and I'm thrilled to welcome you all. We're wrapping up this summit with a super exciting session with the world of Indonesia's gamers. Before we get started, we have some house rules. In case you have any questions during the session, please drop them in the chat window and we'd be happy to take them. If you have a friend who you think would like to join the session, don't worry, it isn't too late to sign up. We're dropping a link for them as well. In case you have any experiences with technical difficulties during the session, do drop that in the Q&A window and we'll try our best to address them. With that, let's get started. Over to you, Dalip. Let's get our game face on.
Hi everyone, welcome to InMobi Glance APAC Summit. We are here from Jakarta, Indonesia with key gaming players to share some insights. So allow me to introduce some of my guests for today. I'll start with Pak Eddie Lim, who is the founder of Liga Game Sports Indonesia. And there's also Mr. Ahmad Sandi, founder and CEO of Revival TV. And with us is Sally Tango, an established gamer with a strong social media presence, brand ambassador for Revival TV and Rexus Indonesia. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
All right. So before we start with the questions, I would like to give my guests a few minutes to introduce themselves. So I'll start with Pak Randy. Sorry, Pak Sens. How would you describe your introduction of your company in the gaming tournament industries in Indonesia?
All right. I guess I'll start with myself as first. So I started. Revival TV started as a gaming community way back then in 2008, and then it has a lot of communities from around Indonesia, right? We hang out in TeamSpeak. There's no Discord back then, so there's this situation where we kind of get the access to exclusive TeamSpeak server, so people would want to join us. It's one of the biggest gaming community online TeamSpeak back then, and then after that, for the next few years up to 2012, with Dota 2 getting hype up in Indonesia, there's quite a lot of tournament and so on. We tried to create an esports team for Dota 2, right? And then 3 years of trying, it's quite hard, even maybe until now, for esports team to be a sustainable business. And then after 3 years of trying, we decided to move to create what's the problem needed to solve in Indonesia for esports after trying to be a team esports team. So then we come up as Revival TV, which we have the news, we have the shortcaster, we have the broadcast and tournament organizing. And mobile games comes out and everything took in place. I think mobile game is actually one of the things that changed in Indonesian esports course along the way.
Thank you, Pak Sens. Pak Eddie, yourself, how did you started in the gaming industry? I heard you are one of the first to start in Indonesia.
Yeah, I started ligagame.com. That times is from 2001. But actually, my first gaming events, I did it at 1999. So at 2001, I established Liga Game. And since 2001, I already start to organize esports events. That time it's not called esports, but gaming tournaments. We start from 2001 till actually till today. And there are many events we already run. In 2001, we also a license holder for the World Cyber Games, and we did many events, many big events since 2001 from World Cyber Games. We also recently we also did some like Asian Games, esports exhibitions. and then the World Championship ISF in 2016 in Jakarta. Also, some other national, local, and international games.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Pak
So-
Dalip, if I might add,
Yes.
Pak Edi here is the real father of esports in Indonesia. He's the real legends here in the esports scene.
Pak Edi, so Pak Sens
Yeah.
is saying you are the legend, Pak, and living legend right now. And
Yeah.
you're on the talk show with us.
Yeah, I'm very honored. Thank you, Pak Dalip.
Right. So before we go more into that, I just want to introduce my third guest. She has established herself as a gamer, right? Sally Tango, can explain to us how did you come into this industry? What make you interested in this industry? Can you share a bit about yourself, please?
Okay, thank you for your time, Sir Dalip. So it's a funny story. I start like the games, mobile games, it's from my ex. And then I play for 2 years, and then I start to play TikTok because that's what hype that time on at COVID time. Everybody play TikTok. Okay, so I start my video, and then I got so many viewers from TikTok, and then suddenly some company from esport messaged me and reached me out to join the team, and I start join the team as a talent, not as a gamers. It's the same thing, but talent, you don't have a pressure to play game so good. Like, you don't need to play good at game like that. And just a talent. And then here I am as a streamer and gamers.
So how long have you been doing this, Sally?
From 2020.
Okay, been 2 years now.
Yes, just 2 years only.
Okay, I'll ask you another question after this, but first I'll go to Pak Edi. Pak Edi, what is the most demanding game? What is demanded by the public in Indonesia in terms of games that they like the most?
Yeah, recently in Indonesia, almost everyone, they like mobile games. There are some titles like Mobile Legend, PUBG Mobile, Free Fire. These games is very popular in Indonesia right now.
And which one do you think has the highest fan base in Indonesia?
Of course,
If you
Mobile
talk-
Legend.
Yeah. Right now it's a Mobile Legend right now.
Right now, Mobile
But-
Legend.
Yeah. But a lot of young people, they play a Free Fire.
Free Fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'll ask the same question to Pa Sens. Pa Sens, do you think Mobile Legend is the biggest? And why?
Yeah, I heard it somewhere that actually they have more than 50% of the market share in Indonesia for mobile games. That's really, really huge. Considering the latest number that we had is almost 100 million people in Indonesia that actually play games more than casual. So that's a very huge number in Indonesia.
So we want Mobile Legend in Glens, Pa.
Oh,
We will
sure.
do it next year.
Wow.
Right?
Awesome. Yeah, sure, of course.
Now, I know all of you have tried Glens, right? Pa Edi have tried Glens, Revival TV have tried Glens, Sally also have tried Glens. So I'll give the lady first to say what does she feel and how she has seen the impact and power of Glens. Sally?
Okay, thank you. Gaming platform like Glens is contributing a lot to a gaming community because there is a streamer can interact with their fans and the fans can enjoy the game. Also with the also they can learn with the streamers how to play better and can be friends too.
So you mentioned you have done this with another platform before, right?
Yes.
What do you think is the advantage to do it with Glens? Your personal experience, just be honest.
I gain many followers from Glens.
Seriously?
Yes,
More than the
seriously.
social media platform?
More than that.
And
they-
views?
Yeah, sorry.
How about views?
Views, the views very highly in Glens, more than my another platform.
How much more? 5 times, 10 times? I'm just curious. This
Eight,
is from you,
eight
right?
times.
How many times?
eight
8 times.
times.
Okay. So you're very happy then with Glance.
Yes.
Since
Uh,
I think we have done a couple of tournaments with Revival TV, right? If I'm not
Yep,
mistaken,
correct.
it's PUBG and Glance. Sorry, it's Valorant Invitational, right?
Yep, correct.
Um, Again, you are somebody that has been in the industry for 14 years.
Yeah,
Compare us with other platforms.
yeah.
Your honest
So
answer.
what I at first when we talk about, oh, okay, this is another platform, we'll have to try to look at it. And then the first time that we did it achieved like 3 to 5 times more than I have ever expected for that tournament. I was like, wow, this is crazy. And what's so good about it is actually that the platform that I know every single platform. Actually write the platform on my Medium itself as an article. But what's so good about Glance is there's so like very small steps to get information that you need, as in esports in this case, just through your lock screen. I mean, you can easily reach that like 1 or 2 taps away. So it's very easy rather than going to scroll all the way to look for the apps and so on and so forth. So it is
And
helping.
and you did this with the all ladies tournament to start with, right? The
Yep,
PUBG.
correct.
Yeah. And for you, that performance was
3 or 5
onward.
times more than I imagined.
All
That
right.
was crazy, really. That's some new achievement in Indonesia, a breakthrough, I would say. So yeah, it's great for me because the thing is we can reach more people to esports. That's I've been really working very happy working with Glance. That's the main goal of Revival TV.
Thank you. Of course, the premium landscape, the mobile lock screen helps a lot because it's very easy, right? You don't have to
Yep.
register, you don't have to download, you just
Yep.
there, just one click. Now, interestingly, the question is for Pa Eddie. Pa Eddie, you have done both mobile and console games, right?
Yes.
So Pa Eddie, in your mind, which one is bigger, mobile or console?
Uh, in Indonesia, of course, it's mobile games bigger. But when we run these console games that usually has very few viewers, uh, in Glance, it come out with a lot of viewers. So I think that this is my opinion. Maybe it's because if in a mobile phone, I mean in the PC games, everything you have to go to the channel like a YouTube if you want to see the events. But with Glance, sometimes you doesn't want to see these events, but because it is only 1 or 2 clicks away, when you just bring your handphone and then you click and then yeah, you can see it. Sometimes you just want to see it, but you can see it, so it's very convenient.
Yeah, so
That's yeah.
you're talking about the console tournament happening now between Glance and Liga Game, right? It's the
Yes.
e-soccer tournament because of the World Cup series happening in Qatar. So you're saying that normally console games you have, what are you saying, a few hundred, a few thousand views, right?
Yes.
But with
And now,
Glance,
yeah, with Glance, it can be like 100,000. So it's like 100 times more viewers.
so you're saying, from what I'm hearing from the three of you, whether it's mobile or it's console doesn't matter because once it's on the lock screen, it just takes a whole different life,
Yep.
takes a whole different meaning when it comes to performance, right?
It is. It's true.
Yes.
So how do you think Glance will help the gaming industry? And I want to start with Revival and then to you, Pa Eddie. And of course, as a gamer, I would like Sally to give her input. So how would you think Glance would help the gaming industry, right?
Yeah, as I explained before, Padalip, because okay, not so many people. Esports is big now in Indonesia, but of course we need more and more people who wants to watch esports. Not only playing games, but casually, but also watch some entertainment in esports itself. In the game itself, which is esports. Esports is a show, right? It's a show business, and then with Glance, it's because it's very easy. It's on the lock screen, and people who doesn't really actually track their what tournament is going on, and what's which team is playing, and so on and so forth, right? With Glance, it helped people who actually play the game and see, oh, I didn't know there's a tournament. Oh, my favorite team, this guy is actually playing right now, and so on and so forth. This is helping a lot of interest into the esports itself from the casual gamers, because in the end they play the games, right? And when they see a competitive scene, they will stay, they will check and learn from the best how to be a good player from the top player.
Pak
So
Edi,
yeah.
Pak Edi, your comment on that? How would Glance be able to contribute to the gaming industry, especially for Indonesia?
Yeah, I think Glenn should have more uh, tournaments live stream in Glens. So there are a lot of more and more people know that there is tournaments. Yeah, because like I said, sometimes non esport people, I mean normal people, they don't know about tournaments. They don't know about games when they just bring on their mobile phone, and then they can see, oh, there is a tournament. They know about it. So this is a very big help from grants if grants can do more in this.
Yeah, so if Glance was here 2 years ago, maybe Sally don't have to learn from her boyfriend, right?
Yes.
I'm sure now he's like, oh, you're famous, and is he famous? Is he also a gamer?
No, he's ordinary person. Yo.
So yourself, right? Yourself as a gamer, what do you think Glance can contribute to your career, to your future?
um, as a millennial now, it's so many profit that I gain as a streamer because the followers, like you get a job from endorse, endorse, right?
Sponsors?
Yeah, yeah, endorse sponsor. It's like easy money. Sorry to say, it's like, oh, I got money from vendors, and then so on, so on. I just want to add a little because what I want to say already said by Sir Sans and Sir Eddie. Uh, Game is fun, especially the online multiplayer games like Dota, Mobile Legends, PUBG, where you can play together with your friends and families. And also there's a streamer when you see on your lock screen at on glance, you can see, oh, that streamer is so funny, that streamer is nice, that streamer is attractive like that. And glance have a hyper life. Yes, hyper life that can easily use. It can easily interact with the streamers, with the viewers. For, let's say like emojis, you can send comment, you can do polling, you can do ask me anything, and yeah, it's so fun. Glance, I hope Glance can be more and more bring impact to a streamer like me.
Well, that's the idea, right? The idea is to improve on the user experience. The idea, like you mentioned, it's hyper life because it gives you a different experience of life that you have not seen before, right? I mean, some platforms do have their strengths, but when you try to combine all of them, I think at the end of the day, you can say that's the glance power. Uh,
Yes.
Now, to all of you, there is 2023 in 2 months' time. Have you guys, decided about, okay, which game is going to be big next year? Which tournaments is going to be big next year? Uh, any ideas, Paidi? We start with you.
Uh, I think next year is still similar with this year. Mobile Legends, PUBG, and Free Fire is always the best games. But in PC games like Valorant, uh, sh- should be a lot. Can maybe can catch up. Yeah, but still the best. I mean, the most popular game still Mobile Legends.
I see. Pasens?
Yeah, I will agree with Pa Eddie and everything, including Valorant. So basically, but what is the upcoming game for 2023, right? It's most likely we haven't found the new genre yet, because we have seen mobile will be there for a while. Of course, it's been there a long time. Battle Royale is a game that has evolving from survival game to Battle Royale, 100% in a single map together. And I personally still, because I still play quite a lot of times on every single game, a lot of games, right? We always we always need to check on every possibility of what the next theme of a esports title that's gonna be hit in the next year. There are some in my mind, but uh, right now I think I'll agree with Paidi. But hopefully, we will have another new kind of game or genre that we will see next year.
Okay, so keeping that in mind,
Yep.
how do you think if that is combined with Glance, how big can it be in 2023? Because we started very late in 2022, right? When we started in Q3, and we were doing a few tournaments then, and one with Pa Eddie, and then Sally just started maybe a couple of months with Glance. Now, keep in mind you have 2023 and you're starting January with Glance. How do you see yourself for 2023 if you have the whole year with Glance? I'll give the floor to Sally first, and then we'll go to Pa Eddie and then Pa Sense.
Okay, thank you. I joined with Glance as a streamer. I see the streamer on Glance is a few, not a lot. I think I see myself as the first streamer on Glance that can be successful.
Amen.
Because the views is so highly in Glance on Glance, sorry, on Glance.
So 2023, what's your target for you and Glance?
To become a more attractive streamer that can display the good game, a good character, a good impact for the gamer community.
All right. Pa Eddie, yourself? I know you have a lot of plans for 2023 when it comes to what Liga game wants to offer to the market, something new, something unique. How do you see yourself partnering with Glance for the coming year?
Yeah, I already see that through grants, we can get a lot of new viewers, especially those people that are already using mobile phones. So for the next year, I maybe will run some grassroots tournaments. Yeah, a lot of tournaments, not a professional one, but from the grassroots. I mean, but it is a lot of tournaments. I mean, we are not talking about 5 or 10 tournaments, but several hundreds in a year. So we plan for those. And we believe with collaboration with Glance, we can bring these grassroots tournaments become popular to the community, to the gamers community.
And besides views, what else do you expect Glance to be able to contribute? Are we talking about advertising dollars, revenue, monetization of the gaming, of your gaming tournaments?
Yeah. Also, I saw that Glance did a lot of marketing. Marketing, I mean, like out of home advertisement. So I see that as a has a very good impact to the esport. I see. So beside beside the platform we see from the, beside the tournaments we see in the platform, sometimes people that doesn't know about the tournaments, doesn't know about the gaming, when they drive car and then they see advertisement in the taxi or in the public transportations, it gives them some information. Oh, so there is a lot of tournaments. And this is one of the things that I think Glenn's very good about.
Yeah, so you like our marketing and branding activities, right? Because we're not just talking about it to our user, but we're talking to the total population the user base outside Glance as well, that we have these tournaments. So you're happy with the collaboration because it's not just focused on the platform, but it is taking the whole ecosystem into consideration. That's what you
Yes,
say.
yes.
All
Yes.
right. Pasens?
Yeah, mostly have been said again by Eddie, but for me, okay, so the number that we get, the views, or engagement, or any number that we get from Glance is like multiple times that we usually get, right? So for next year, we will try to get the sexy numbers to all the potential sponsors, starting from right now, actually, because we have several tournaments coming up next year. Yeah, of course, but the brand needs some convincement on numbers, right, to sponsor the tournament. And Glance is actually helping us with very good number that we never really actually have seen before in esports Indonesia. So
You're
yeah.
referring to the engagement numbers, the impressions, the views, whereby
So
it's convincing your sponsors that it's top dollar worth spending for the tournaments. That's what you
yeah,
say.
it is. I would say that. Yeah.
All right. So maybe we can close this session, but before we close it, maybe just one last round. If you have any suggestions for Glance, I will let Pasan start it, and then maybe Eddie can add to your comment, and then for Sally to maybe even give some suggestions, because I guess you all are actually first-hand users of the platform, whether it's for the business, for the tournaments, for the gaming, or for your personal gains. So please do, if you have some feedbacks or some suggestions for Glance. Pasant.
All right. I would like to give two feedbacks. First, add more streamers. It's very good for their communities. I mean, right now it's very scattered, right? Since the last live streaming platform broke down, now it's very scattered. So it'll be nice. I love watching streamers all the time while playing games and so on and so forth. So if you can get as many streamers as you can, it'll be great. Second thing, I think this is very personal for me as well, and I for the whole grace of Glance, get to Samsung and any other more phone brand.
Yeah, scale up, and get more OEMs to come on board. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
it
already
is.
in the pipeline, Pak. That's already in the
Yeah,
pipeline.
I would like to see that, of course, get more
Cool.
brands. Yeah, so that's the only 2 points that I really want to see in Glance next year.
Thank you. Pak Eddie.
Yeah. For me, I hope that Glance can broadcast more and more gaming tournaments, esport tournaments. So it's not like once in 1 month or 2 months, but I mean every day you have esport tournaments. So everybody, even non-gamers, they aware of esports. This is my hope.
Yes. Well, we also hope the same thing, Pak. We want to be able to show live tournaments on daily basis. That's the target for Glance for Indonesia. Yes, currently we are only doing on the weekends, but once we grow, we want to do it on a daily basis, Pak Eddie. So we appreciate your support as well. All right, everybody. So I guess if I may, I would like to close the session, but I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you. I mean, your personal experience with Glance, of course, the types of tournaments, events that we have done before, your honesty about Glance is much appreciated. We will look forward to your support for 2023. Having said that, please do give us a chance to better our experience, to better our product. There is still more of Glance that will be offered to the Indonesian market and to the world in general. But of course, it will take time to launch the products that was mentioned before. And I hope we can close a deal with a new OEM next year, Pasens, hopefully
Yep.
Samsung. And also maybe by the end of next year, we can launch something like a Glance TV in Indonesia. All right, so we're closing the session for today. Thank you once again for joining the Imobi Glance APAC Summit. Thank you, Pa Eddie. Thank you, Pa Sands. And thank you, Sally.
Thank you, Ahmed, Eddie, Sally, and Dalip for that insightful session. Hello, everyone. I'm Yashashvi Akalapalli. For those of you who attended the India session of the APAC Summit, you already know me. For the others, a quick introduction. I'm the Vice President and GM of Gaming at Glance. Glance is the leading content provider on lock screen around the world, a pioneer in the space, and Glance Gaming, with a 70 million monthly active user base, is among the largest gaming platforms in India and Indonesia. More on that later, but let's get into understanding today. What I would like to do right now is take you to the Indonesian gaming market, give you a little bit of overview on that, and along with that, give you a little bit of overview on how we at Glance Gaming are helping advertisers and brands reach the Indonesian gaming users. As you all know, Indonesia is one of the fastest growing internet markets in the world. And something that I'm very also glad to share is probably Indonesia is a mobile gaming innovation hub in Southeast Asia. So it's no surprise to see that, in the gaming market, not only is Indonesia largest in Southeast Asia, it's contributing to about 43% of the players, and it's raking up about total of about $2 billion in gross sales. But I must say, it is still not yet grown. Only about 70% of Indonesian users are online right now. And I think only about another 50% of them are playing mobile games. So both of this can grow. And therefore, that is the reason why we believe that Indonesian gaming market will not only continue to grow, will continue to grow larger in users, but also continue to grow larger in average user revenue per user. So let's see what's happening in terms of games. You have users playing Hair Challenge, you have users playing Bridge Race, you have users playing PUBG New State, you have users playing Pokemon Unite. So what does this tell about us, guys? This shows that this market is very, very mature. This is a very deep market. Different genres of games are able to find users, and different genres of games are able to find users in a large number. So that is a very, very good sign. It shows that the gaming community is very vibrant, very exciting, and it is picking up newer concepts. Are users only playing games? No, not at all. They're also watching games. And this is also a phenomenal behavior. People don't just watch games to see other people play. They're watching games to learn about how to play. They're watching games to communicate and engage in banter with their friends. So this is also another sign of a very, very evolved, intelligent, and engaged gaming market. So as you can see, people are watching live streams, they're watching reruns of live streams, they're watching pre-recorded content with larger preference for live streams. So far, we have spoken about the Indonesian market. We've also heard from the earlier panelists about how Glance Gaming is contributing to mobile gaming ecosystem. But let me pause here. Let me take you through what is Glance. Some of you may not be aware, but Glance is one of its kind and very innovative, what we want to be called as a Surface platform, Surface OS. We have been the pioneers of lock screen and lock screen content around the world. And we are also one of the world's leading content platforms. What we have done is we have transferred the inactive, dull lock screen into something beautiful and happening. And this is our base core proposition. You get highly engaging, innovative, and interactive content on your lock screen so that you don't need, and we are organizing the internet for you. That is our mission. Selalu happening. That's the motto of Glance in Indonesia. And we have done this in a very, very large manner. Glance is available on many, many of the leading Android phones with a direct integration. You have the likes of MI, you have the likes of Vivo, you have the likes of Realme. We have today about 20 million monthly active users, and probably the number is slightly higher. Yes, we are present in across 22 different categories of content. We are available not only in English, but also in Bahasa. And we have some of the most exciting content and innovative content coming up on Glance on a daily basis. to help you experience Glance firsthand, we are dropping a link in the chat window, and at experience.glance.com, you can see how Glances as a platform works on the lock screen of your mobile device. So what have we done? Okay, so we have got some exciting content to lock screen, but Glance's ambition is even more. Glance believes that its role is not just to be a lock screen content provider, but be a surface OS. And we also believe that we are very good at organizing content in a very interesting and exciting manner. And definitely one of the biggest content and entertainment modes today is gaming. And in gaming, we are not just playing, but also streaming. And that's what we have been very, very good at over the last 2 years or so in Indonesia. We have been able to bring some very, very exciting features in gaming. With a monthly active user base of about 6 million users, spending on average about close to 6 to 7 minutes across. They're playing games, they're competing in tournaments, they're watching esports tournaments. And our gaming catalog is very large, very diverse. We have about 200 plus games. We have tied up with about 50 plus studios who providing these games. Similarly, on the esports front, we are available across multiple different gaming types. We have some of the most fun, exciting content creators streaming on our platform. Let me pause here. Let me take you to some of the streams, and you see the engagement in that.
Next door. Saatnya. Nice TV kelas.
Let me move on to the next one. So, at about 3 minutes per user, about 20-25% of our users are highly engaged, spending more than 7-8 minutes. This is really, really engaging, really, really powerful content mode, which is getting a lot of user love. Live streaming is very authentic. Live streaming is very real, and that is something that is coming out as feedback when we talk to our users on why they appreciate it. Not only have we done streaming, we have been also hosting some of tournaments, which is large tournaments between different players for a period of days, and we have done some innovative work here. I'm very, very proud to say that our Indonesian gaming team ran an all-women's PUBG tournament lasting 21 days, from among the first of its kind in Indonesia. This garnered about 2 million viewers over a period of 20 days.
Kami pantas dan kami layak.
As I was saying, this garnered around 2 million viewers over 20 days, 200 million impressions. That is phenomenal reach, guys. Phenomenal numbers. And this was directly available on the lock screen of all these users. They could quickly slide in, watch stream for a few minutes, come back, go back, and again watch stream again. That's the power of Glance, available on your lock screen. So what does this all mean, right? What does it all mean for brands and advertisers? I think I would say this on three levels. One, you have access to the most exciting category of users who are gamers. These are guys who are internet first. These are guys who are very engaged. So I think, in terms of your various user segments, this is the most engaging and interesting and exciting community of users that you would get an access to. Two, what Glance offers to its products through Game Center and streaming is you have a very, very focused user base with no spillovers and very contextual branding that you can bring to the fore, and which has power. You're not ending up reaching gamers as a subset of a larger user base. We have a very targeted access to the gamer community, and we can enrich that with a very targeted access based on the kind of genres of users games that the users are playing, and you can connect the kind of genres a gamer is playing to the kind of brand that you would want to take to them. The more interesting thing, and something that I will talk a little bit more about, is we also have the advantage of providing a very seamless branding opportunity. And some of this was spoken in the earlier sessions, right? Now, gaming provides, you can connect well with gamers by providing enriching experiences, and that is exactly what Glance is trying to provide here. Look at this. This is the kind of esports. This is an esports tournament that we run in Glance, and these are the kind of brand integrations that were available. You could have, and this is all seamless, very native integrations. When the producer is producing the content, you have brand presence that is available. You can have your very standard Aston Martins, but you can also be associated with leaderboards. You can associate with various announcements. So, and all of this is already built in, readily available today. This is another experience. This is a live stream that is going on. We can create experiences in an interactive and engaging manner. So, you can bring up polls. We can brand rewards, and you can brand engagement icons in your particular brand's name. And in this case, it was Swiggy, one of the largest e-commerce company in India, working with us, largest food e-commerce company in India, working with us on live streaming. So far, what we have seen is truly the power of Glance Gaming to win Indonesian consumers. We are present around 20 million devices. We are present on the lock screen of the user, and we have an exciting gaming proposition across, not just playing games, but also watching games. And you have a very unique way of reaching users to very targeted, in a very targeted manner, in a very contextual manner, and also very seamless manner. So thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the session so far. We're happy to chat. If you have any questions, please drop in on the comments, and otherwise, please do reach out to us beyond the sessions, and we'll be happy to share more about our story and Glance Gaming story. Thank you.
And that brings us to the end of the summit. We hope you all thoroughly enjoyed the insights as we traveled across APAC from India to Indonesia and all the way to Australia. In case you have any questions for us, don't forget to write to us at mobilemarketing@inmobi.com or connect with us on LinkedIn, and we'd be happy to take the conversation ahead. We hope these sessions have got you to think about gaming a little more closely, and now you have your gaming hats on. We look forward to seeing all the blockbuster campaigns that you're going to launch in the future. We hope you all have a great day ahead, and thank you so much for joining us.